Good rainy day, a good day to work inside the truck. So got new blower motor, and this radio don't work. The clock comes on, but I can't get it to do nothing. So I had this aftermarket radio I saved out of a parts vehicle a few years ago. So I'm gonna try and put that in. I bought one of these little plastic boxes that's supposed to go in the spot so that'll slide in where this is bigger than that. So I looked up online because I wasn't sure how to do this. So I found the blower motor the other day under here. And according to the internet, you got to pull all the crap off of this block right here, fuse panel, whatever it is, and unbolt it and take it out of the way, and unbolt this little other computer box back there. And well, after looking at it, I guess that's what we got to do, because that's not going to come out. So I guess we'll get to unplugging some stuff. This trim piece is already missing on this truck, so I ain't worried about that. Let's see what holds this. I'm guessing these right here. That is an 8mm. No, it'd be a 7. Just holding that. Just locking it in place. Oh, that tab. Maybe I should unhook these before I unbolted this. And another one. It must be something pretty important, I guess. Okay, we got all that crap out of the way. That's out of the way. We're gonna need a swivel for that. Alright, now we get this little box out of here. Okay, I got this little bendy thing. I've never used it before. I don't think it's gonna work, but worth a shot, ain't it? Let's see if I can get that hooked and bit down. Yeah, I don't know about that. Oh. This right here, this is just ignorant. It's uncalled for. There's no need to make something this stupid. Oh, I guess this wire, maybe that's in the way. Can y'all see anything? Alright, all that stuff there's buttoned back up. I didn't even put the screw in the back of that blower fan. It seems solid. I ain't gonna lie to you and say I did. There's just no way to get to it. So let's go see if we got a blower motor. Let's see, turn it on low, on. I hear something. Oh yeah, we got a blower motor. Sweet. Probably should have unhooked the battery before I disconnected that, but make sure we don't have any check engine lights. Oh yeah, that's got good airflow too. We got a wrench. It's not good. See if it goes away. Sometimes things need to reset. Okay. Cycle through all this stuff real quick. Well, the wrench went away. Probably need to cycle. Sometimes them computers are really weird when stuff gets unplugged. So next, I guess let's tackle this radio. That should be interesting, huh? Because here, I'll show you what it's doing. Let me turn off the dinger. Here's what it does. And I don't know why these fleet truck radios do that. It'll show up with the clock. And you can set the clock. But that's all it does. The power won't turn on. Nothing else works. And when I worked for the Park Service, we had a F-150 I think the same year as this. That, you know, the radio is made in the dash, but still, it done the same exact thing. And what sucks about those year F-150s is the radio is made into the dash. You can't just change, like, the head unit. So luckily these, it's just this little square piece, so. Take that out and see if we can at least have a radio. That'd be a plus. If I remember right, to take this bezel off, I think this thing pops out. I think. Somewhere some things pop out and there's some screws, but I don't know exactly where. I know the majority of it just snaps in. Maybe these switches pull out first. All right. So just resorted to ripping that out. Goes in here. That's got, I guess, a dummy plug. That should be for the trailer brake. So if I want to put one in here, that's where it plugs in. Then that's wired there. Okay. Cigarette lighter. Alright, now if I remember right, this whole thing just pulls out. Which is great when it's new and the plastic isn't old and brittle. Alright, old radio. I wonder if somebody, like, if you can send these off and somebody fixes them. I've seen a couple factory radios for sale, but I was like, I have this radio. It's free. It don't cost anything. And then for this 2 pieces of plastic in this little harness, which I should make sure plugs in actually before I get too crazy. And all this is basically it plugs into your factory harness and then gives you a dead harness to plug into. Okay, yep, that is the same. Awesome. So you don't have to cut into all the factory stuff. But if that wouldn't have fit or something, I probably would have just cut into it. This, I'm guessing it's supposed to go like this. Oh, sweet, it actually like fits. That's cool. What are these 2 things for? Okay, got this taken care of. So, all the wires matched up with the same colors, except the 12-volt key on power. For some reason, I think it's something computer related with aftermarket radios, because I had the same problem in a 2016 where the radio wouldn't turn on. But there's a wire you can tap into over in the side that gives you that same power. So when you open the door, it shuts off. Anyways, let's get this thing put back in here. See if this will work now. I don't think that's really going to make a difference, but... make sure it still works. So I'm gonna hook the rest of this stuff back up, and we're done on the inside of this thing. So I picked up a bumper for this the other day, and I was working on putting it on. Thought it'd be an easy bolt-on thing, but the truck was missing the little, almost like a 90-degree bracket that these 2 bolts went on. So what I got is 2 pieces of angle sandwiched on here, so I'm just going to weld these on. And yeah, I started to make that bolt off, but I don't see a point in that bolting off. I'd still take the bumper off if need be. I don't see those getting in the way of anything, so I'm just going to put those on like that. It came off of a 450 or 550 that had the external flares, so I haven't decided if we're leaving those or taking those off. Probably taking those off. Anyways, I'm gonna get another bracket made up for this side, and we'll start welding it. All right, so we got the bumper put on. So the grill should be here in the next few days. We'll get that on, and this thing will be about wrapped up. One of the last things I want to do here is change the pinion seal and the rear diff cover. It's rusted pretty good, and the pinion seal was damp around it, so that's why I'm wanting to change it. So I guess let's go ahead and pop that cover off, get the fluid out, see what it looks like, and go from there. Oh, what are we working with here? There it goes. There it is. I always leave that top bolt on just to keep it from just falling straight down, personally. Okay, I marked the direction this drive shaft goes into. Let's see if we can break that loose. Yeah, that's on there. Let's try a different method. Really wouldn't surprise me if this thing breaks bolts. Okay. Let's see if that heat helped us any. Yep. Crazy what a difference that makes. Ah. Now it is. Now we got that big nut. I wonder what size that stinking thing is. Okay, so I figured this nut in the center here would be really difficult to get off. So I just hit it with the impact off camera and it actually just spun right off whenever I'm done with it. And it's a 1 5/8" socket. That's what it is. Now I guess now for the moment of truth. What do y'all think? Think the welds are gonna hold? I weld that with a cheap little flexible welder. I don't think it's gonna hold. But if it don't, then we'll re-weld it and try again. Ah, there it is. There it goes. Leaking oil all the way up here. Let's see if I can get this in here. Where's my hammer? go on easy was I just heated this around the axle up, and I had this sitting outside because it's like 20 degrees. So you got one to shrink and one to expand. When it's seated all the way, it changes the sound. There's that. Pretty sure that was it. That needs to go. Back just a little. All right, laid down a gasket on here. This is the stuff I like to use. This Right Stuff 1 minute gasket. It's nice because you squirt it on there, put it together, fill it up. You don't have to wait 24 hours or anything like that. So let's get this put back on. That's the tricky part, is getting that hole lined up. Getting the other hole lined up without moving it around too much. Yep, and there it is. Why is that doing that? Anyways. Like, ta-da. Oh, 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 oh no. It comes out of the plug quicker than my pan will suck it down. That was almost bad. Yeah, I think it's about done, but still. Yeah, it's about done. Let's see how much they want us to work for this one. Oh, that one wasn't that bad. And unscrew it fast. Got me a Wix filter. Let's start it up. Well, this is about all I'm doing with it. So Off camera, I put that grill on. That wasn't very interesting. Same with fuel filters and the air filter. It wasn't very interesting. Yeah, we done a little patchwork right here. Remember, there's a big rust spot and this whole thing flapped. You can see the line there. But anyways, I welded the patch in, smeared a little bit of body filler over it. Actually, it didn't. It really didn't turn out too awful bad. Then my girlfriend got something and wiped down all that rust staining that was all down the side of the truck. Wiped it off, so it looks a lot better. And those cab corners are Gorilla Tape. And yeah, now it should pass inspection no problem. So I guess let's go take it out on the road and for its first drive. You know, this truck rides really, really smooth. We're doing, what, about 75? This thing, I'm surprised. There's like no vibrations or nothing in it. Runs good. That ABS light came back on, so. But it's driving by, so we'll deal with that later. I'm happy with it. Radio works good. So. Alright, I was checking the ABS codes again. Same one, rear right wheel speed sensor. I replaced that, and the old one had a bunch of gunk on the end of it. I replaced it and it didn't come back on until today. So I'm going to do what any professional would do. I'm going to reset these and see if it comes back again, which it probably will, and then I'll worry about that later. Off, back on. Okay. Okay. Well, as of right now, we only have 2 codes. What's this one? Body control module. Key in, open to ground. I'm not worried about that. What it is the dinger won't go off with the key in the ignition, so that's actually a good thing. HVAC evaporator temperature sensor. Well, we ain't worried about that either, because the AC don't work. Oh, another question. You Ford guys that do more of this than me. These steering wheels, are they all interchangeable? Because I know some of them have buttons over here and stuff, and this steering wheel is wore out. I would like to replace that, but all the ones I've seen either have no buttons or buttons on both sides. I didn't know if, like, they have them on this side, if I can take it out and put a plug in here, like put this plastic piece in a new one. And some of them have other buttons over here. The only option this has is cruise control. I'd like to find one. I don't know if that's hardwired into the steering wheel or how that works. So maybe you guys could let me know on that. But the check engine light never came back on for that cylinder code. So I guess it wasn't really a problem. That's the way I look at it. It just magically fixed itself. Well, I guess that's a wrap for this truck. I didn't buy the emblem that goes on the front. I don't know if that's worth $80 or not. I have to think about it. I'm missing tow hooks. If anybody has any, I need some tow hooks. But yeah, other than that, I like the truck. It drives really nice, actually. I guess everybody's going to be wondering how much I have in this. So I guess let's go over cost breakdown. All right, I wrote down the cost breakdown. Get somewhere where we don't have a glare. Okay. So you're wondering what I paid. My winning bid was $660 for the truck. And that was great, but the truck was in New York. So to drive up there, get the truck, and stay the night, that cost me $750. Then I spent $1,000 to fix the emissions where the truck wouldn't run right. Bought a tailgate for the bed, it was missing. 50 bucks. Headlights, got them on Facebook Marketplace for 80 bucks. The mirrors, oh, I forgot I done mirrors, $140. Because remember, the original ones were held on by electrical tape. For the whole cooling system, seat belts and stuff, that was $1,150 from the junkyard. The wheels and tires, which the tires are brand new, I paid 800 bucks for. The front bumper I got off Marketplace for $175. The grill is a aftermarket one. I got off eBay for $229. Then I had to buy the support for another $98. The rear diff cover was 35 bucks. The blower motor, because that didn't work in here, was 48. And I threw $100 in miscellaneous. That's actually probably a little bit low. And by that, I mean like that, like $10 or $15 I spent on the radio. I bought several cans of spray paint, some Gorilla Tape, and some body filler to do that stuff on the bed. So, and there's probably some other little things I'm forgetting, but a rough ballpark with these numbers, I got $5,351 in it. That's also not including the stuff I serviced. I did put new fuel filters, change the oil, and new air filter. We'll change the transmission and transfer case later. I want to put a couple thousand miles on this first to make sure there's no major issues before I spend like 300 bucks on fluid. So, but yeah, so $5,300. I didn't realize I had that much in it. But at the same time, in today's vehicle market, I don't think you could go buy one for $5,300 that's like turnkey ready to go. Did I put the brake and brake caliper on that list? I remember the line was like 60 bucks. Okay, well, we'll just up that, say $5,400. Yeah, I completely forgot I changed that caliper and brake line. I think the caliper was like 40 or 50 bucks, but then the rubber line was like 65 or something dumb. Anyway, so say $5,400. And realistically, I've never seen a truck this year, because I kind of keep my eye on the market, see what they sell for. The cheapest I've ever seen a four-wheel drive one that runs, that was rough, which this one is kind of rough. The cheapest I ever seen one sell was for 8,500 bucks. Was the cheapest one I've ever seen. So I'm still I think realistically you could probably sell this thing between probably 8 and 15 grand, depending on who wants to pay for it. If you want to, however, I'm not going to sell it because I couldn't go buy another one for that. So that just goes to show you how quick a $600 truck can turn into a $5,400 truck. But still, I'm happy with it. Eventually, I'd like to find some new doors, make this box a little bit nicer. Yeah, and mileage, I'm sure people will wonder. It has 206,000 miles on it, which, I don't know. Some people are real weird about high mileage vehicles. It's all I own since I got rid of my 2020 F-150. Everything else has super high miles. Like, look, give you an example. Oh. But like, look here, can y'all see the miles on this car? 382,000. And look, it is like 22 degrees out here, I think. Shut that, we can't stand that. Look, it just starts right up like nothing. Smokes a little bit, but starts right up. What's it say? Water temperature is 26. Okay, maybe I was wrong then. But yeah, I don't know. Some people won't buy high mileage vehicles. I personally like them because if they were going to have issues, they would have done it in the first 300,000 miles. Now, granted, it depends, you know, how they're maintained anyways. I'll wrap this one up here. I hope y'all enjoyed it. You guys that mess with service trucks a lot, how much bracing would it take to brace up the corner of this to put a auto crane up here? or a crane, you know, like 1,500 pounds or something. Because I would love to have a crane on here. But yeah, anyways, what do y'all think? Y'all think I done good on this? Maybe I did. I was hoping to have less in it. But I'm happy with it. Y'all have a good day, and we'll see you in the next one.